What if I told you that Mars once had what Earth is about to lose? Water, atmosphere, and maybe even a chance for life. That's right. While we're here melting the planet like a popsicle forgotten on a car dashboard, the Curiosity rover on Mars has just found the missing piece in the puzzle of Martian habitability, the carbon cycle. But before you run naked in the yard shouting, "Life existed," hold on, because this is science, and science, like your toxic ex, loves to give you hope, only to disappear later, and leave existential questions hanging in the air. It all started with an old suspicion. Mars once had rivers, lakes, and a decent atmosphere, like that schoolmate who used to be handsome before social drugs and bills. Then came the burning question, where's the carbon, NASA? Because without CO2 doesn't have a greenhouse effect, and without a greenhouse effect, Mars is just a frozen sandball with planetary PMS. But for decades, no one could find those carbonates. It was like looking for critical thinking in a Twitter debate. Everyone swears it exists, but no one can find it. Enter Curiosity, NASA's most stubborn rover, which has been drilling the Martian ground since 2012 as if it were looking for Wi-Fi. And guess what? It found siderite, the mineral that indicates carbon was indeed present, but hidden among the sulfates, like that family secret that only comes out after 3 glasses of wine, and an unresolved argument. Siderite is direct evidence that Mars had a carbon cycle. Translated into nerd speak, the red planet had a beta version of the biogeochemical cycle that sustains life on Earth. That's right, Mars was once habitable. It's not science fiction, it's geology with a slap in the face. The cycle started nicely, but at some point, Mars sequestered too much C and O2 in the rocks, and stopped returning it to the atmosphere, like that friend who only receives money transfers and never reciprocates. The result? Thin atmosphere, water disappearing, life waving goodbye. And the question that remains is this a spoiler for Earth's future? Because here we are also sequestering carbon, but in the air, not in the rocks, and calling it progress. The most frightening part comes now. Being habitable is not the same as having life. Mars was the perfect apartment, but did anyone ever live there? This mission is for Perseverance, the rover sibling of Curiosity, which is basically a Martian CSI, looking for fossilized microlife. If it finds a single mummified bacterium, humanity will undergo a philosophical collapse, and the church, science, your uncle on WhatsApp, everyone will have to update their brain's version. We swipe right every time NASA says, new discovery. But deep down, we just want to know if there was a match with life or not. Meanwhile, Curiosity keeps drilling, Perseverance keeps sniffing rocks. And here we are, frying our own planet as if we had another backup on Google Drive. If you also think humanity will end before discovering if there was life on Mars, give that like button a slap, punch the subscribe button, and share before the algorithm thinks you still believe the Earth is flat. Space Today, Curiosity, Siderite, and the Carbon Cycle. All together in a script that should become an HBO series. And yes, Mars was habitable, now we just need to prove that it was fun to live there.